can see participants are joining. So all clear? Perfect, perfect, perfect. Hello, guys. Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. So please tell me quickly in the chat whether I'm audible as well as visible. Hi, Nikhil. Hi, Gupta. Hi, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. So I think I should be audible. Perfect. Great, great, great. बढ़िया, 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 बढ़िया. चलो मीनवाइल रेस्ट ऑफ द स्टूडेंट्स ज्वाइन तब तक थोड़ा सा इंट्रोडक्शन लेते हैं. थोड़ा सा स्टार्ट करते हैं. समवन इज सेइंग लो वॉइस. कैन यू प्लीज कंफर्म इन द चैट कि लो वॉइस है कि खाली उसी का इशू है. बिकॉज वंस इट्स डन उसके बाद हम डायरेक्टली स्टार्ट करेंगे. परफेक्ट है. ऑल गुड. वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड. सो वेलकम टू दिस वंडरफुल सेशन. आज का सेशन आप लोगों ने टाइटल देखा होगा. चैट जीपीटी के रिलेटेड मास्टर क्लास है, राइट? तो आज का सेशन बड़ा मजेदार होने वाला है. ऑल आई वांट ऑल ऑफ यू इज कि आप मुझसे ना कम्युनिकेट करो. दोनों साइड से जब इंटरेक्शन होगा तो बड़ा मजा आएगा. और आपका जो एजेंडा है ना, जिसके लिए आप यहाँ पे आए हो ना, आई कैन गारंटी यू दैट आई विल मेक श्योर दैट आई एम गोइंग टू गिव यू ऑल ऑफ दैट. So let's start with some very basic questions to understand the students here. And someone is saying video quality not good. I can guarantee you video quality is good. Maybe it might be your internet in this case. So quickly tell me in the chat, guys. You know what this session is about, right? I'm going to introduce myself properly as well. Everyone knows what this session is about. It's about ChatGPT. But I want to understand a little bit about you first, so that accordingly I will actually start my session. First of all, tell me quickly, what are you right now? Are you a student or a working professional? Quickly, student or working professional? Quickly, quickly, quickly. Both student, college student. Okay, okay. Student, student, student. Okay, okay, okay. Working professional. Got it. ठीक है, ठीक है, ठीक है. Perfect. Very good. So I can see most of the students here are students, right? Now quickly tell me your branch and your semester. Your branch and semester. Quickly. Your branch and semester. क्विकली. ट्वेल्थ के भी कुछ बच्चे हैं. वेरी गुड. बीसीए फर्स्ट ईयर. वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड. I will ask you 2 to 3 questions, not more than that, just to get an idea about all of you. और वो मुझे हेल्प करेगा इस पूरी क्लास में भी, ठीक है ना? सो फर्स्ट ईयर परफेक्ट है. कंप्यूटर साइंस. वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड. नाउ अनदर क्वेश्चन. I can understand most of the students, most of the people that have joined are students, and they are from computer science background, at least 60 to 70%. Cyber security, very good. B pharma. और कुछ बच्चे हैं जो ट्वेल्थ में पढ़ते हैं, और कुछ बच्चे हैं जो वर्किंग प्रोफेशनल हैं. बहुत ही अच्छे. नाउ वन अनदर क्वेश्चन. आर यू हियर फॉर study help, work tasks, business, or personal projects? Since we know that this is the class related to Chat GPT, so quickly tell me study help, work tasks, business, or personal projects. Perfect, perfect. I can see combination of almost all, right? Perfect, perfect, perfect. One last question and then we will start. Everyone over here uses chat gpt, right? Everyone over here in their daily lives use chat gpt. So tell me, why do you use chat gpt in your life currently? I mean, most of the times आप chat gpt को क्यों यूज करते हो? प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग, टू राइट असाइनमेंट, फॉर स्टडी पर्पज, पढ़ने के लिए, फॉर नॉलेज, फॉर आंसर्स एक्यूरेसी, प्रॉब्लम, पर्सनल यूज, करियर. ऑल. व्हाट डू मीन बाय ऑल? प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग, असाइनमेंट्स. अरे बढ़िया, 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 बढ़िया. चलो शुरू करते हैं. शैल वी स्टार्ट? शैल वी स्टार्ट? शैल वी स्टार्ट? Perfect. So let me quickly introduce myself and then we are going to start. My name is Adfar Rasheed and I am working as a professor and software engineer here at PW Skills. And we have planned this masterclass. PW Skills has planned this masterclass for all of the students जिनको हेल्प चाहिए होता है, स्टडी हेल्प के लिए, प्रोजेक्ट्स के लिए, इवन बिजनेस पीपल एज वेल, प्रोजेक्ट्स के लिए भी हम हर दिन चैट जीपीटी को यूज करते हैं. डू वी ऑल एग्री? प्लीज टेल मी यस और नो इन द चैट. डू वी ऑल एग्री कि हम जो सबसे ज्यादा टूल एआई में यूज करते हैं आज के टाइम वो चैट जीपीटी है? Although there are a lot of AI tools, there are a lot of AI tools, but do you think कि हम आज के टाइम पे हर दिन चैट जीपीटी सबसे ज्यादा यूज करते हैं? I can see combination of both. Now let me start sharing my screen. Please do let me know once my screen is visible. Right? Is it visible? And let me shift my chat to the other screen ताकि मुझे इसका एक्सेस भी रहेगा. चलिए शुरू करते हैं. शुरू करें? Shall we start? Perfect. Perfect. I welcome all of you to this wonderful session of ChatGPT, जिसमें हम चैट जीपीटी को बहुत ही अच्छे तरीके से समझने की कोशिश करेंगे. हम देखेंगे कि चैट जीपीटी को क्यों यूज करेंगे, लेकिन सबसे पहली चीज जिसका जो मुझे आप लोगों को पढ़ानी है ना, दैट इज फीचर्स. जरा मुझे पहले बताओ जल्दी से चैट में कि आपको जितने भी यहां पे स्टूडेंट्स चैट जीपीटी को यूज करते हैं, कौन कौन सा फीचर आज तक आपने एक्सप्लोर किया है? जल्दी से बताओ, कौन कौन सा फीचर आपने अभी तक एक्सप्लोर किया है? क्विकली, क्विकली, क्विकली. मेकिंग इमेज, अपलोड अ फोटो, वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड. एनीवन एल्स? एनीवन एल्स? डीप रिसर्च पीडीएफ, वेरी गुड. ठीक है, ठीक है. चलो समझते हैं. सबसे पहली चीज आज के इस सेशन का एजेंडा समझते हैं. हम खाली चैट जीपीटी को इस तरीके से नहीं देखेंगे कि मैं यहां से प्रॉम्प्ट दूंगा और वहां से वो मुझे एक कंटेंट जनरेट करके देगा. एब्सोल्युटली नॉट. सबसे बड़ी चीज जो आज के सेशन में आप सबको मिलेगी ना, दैट इज कि चैट जीपीटी के इतने सारे फीचर्स हैं जो आपको मुझे नहीं पता है, लेकिन ऑन द सेम टाइम जो रियल यूजर्स है ना, जो चैट जीपीटी का इस्तेमाल करना जानते हैं, उनको पता है. तो वही सारे फीचर्स आज के इस सेशन में हम पढ़ने वाले हैं पहले. उसके बाद हम देखेंगे कि चैट जीपीटी के रियल यूज केसेस क्या है. सो वी विल फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल अंडरस्टैंड द फीचर्स. पहले, अगर आपने अभी तक चैट जीपीटी को यूज नहीं किया है, इफ यू वांट टू एक्सेस इट, आपको जाना पड़ेगा chatgpt.com वेबसाइट पे, और उसके बाद यहां पे आपको लॉग इन करना पड़ेगा. बट आई थिंक ऑल ऑफ यू, आप लोगों ने ये किया होगा. तो चलिए डायरेक्टली फीचर्स को समझने की कोशिश करते हैं. जरा मुझे पहले बताओ, हर कोई चैट में, क्या आपके हिसाब से चैट जीपीटी क्या है? क्या ये एक सिंपल चैट बॉट है जिसको हम यहां से जवाब प्रॉम्प्ट लिखते हैं और वहां से वो जवाब देगा, सिंपली कंटेंट जनरेट करके देता है? व्हाट डू यू थिंक? इट इज एन एआई टूल. वेरी गुड. ये एक एआई टूल है, बहुत ही अच्छे. एनीथिंग एल्स? जब चैट जीपीटी फर्स्ट टाइम आया था ना, जब चैट जीपीटी पहली बार आया था, तो सबको लगा था कि ये एक सर्च इंजन की तरह आया है जो गूगल को रिप्लेस करेगा. मतलब अब सर्च इंजन खत्म. लेकिन सच क्या है कि चैट जीपीटी और गूगल का रोल ना एब्सोल्युटली अलग है. डिफरेंस क्या है? गूगल की जब हम बात करते हैं ना, हम सिंपली वहां पे एक इनपुट देते हैं, वो इंफॉर्मेशन निकालता है, लिंक्स निकालता है, वेबसाइट्स निकालता है, डेटा देता है आपको. लेकिन जब हम चैट जीपीटी की बात करते हैं, ये रीजनिंग प्लस अंडरस्टैंडिंग प्लस पर्सनलाइजेशन करके आपके लिए आपको कंटेंट जनरेट करके देगा. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ आई सिंपली से हेलो, ना इस हेलो का क्या ये जनरेट करके देगा. लेकिन अगर आप देखोगे ना, ये प्रॉपरली आपको एक जवाब दे रहा है, जैसे एक असिस्टेंट है आपका, एक कलीग है आपका, जिसके साथ अब आप बातचीत स्टार्ट करने जा रहे हो. तो चैट जीपीटी सिंपली एक ऐसा टूल है जिसमें आप यहां से इनपुट दोगे, लेकिन ये प्रॉपरली उस इनपुट को समझेगा, उस इनपुट के रिलेटेड रीजनिंग करेगा, अंडरस्टैंड करेगा, कंटेक्स्ट क्रिएट करेगा, और उसके बाद आपको प्रॉपरली एक जवाब देगा. राइट? नाउ ओम इज सेइंग दैट योर वॉइस इज लैगिंग, प्लीज कंफर्म, बिकॉज तब मैं माइक लगाऊंगा. अगर इशू है, ऑलरेडी माइक है, मैं उसको रिप्लेस करूंगा अगर सब ठीक है. ठीक है ना? परफेक्ट. सो वॉइस इज क्लियर, वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड. जब भी कोई चैट में बताएगा ना कि वॉइस क्लियर नहीं है, उसको आप मुझे जल्दी से रिप्लाई दिया करो, अदरवाइज इट्स अ वेस्ट ऑफ टाइम. राइट? तो यहां पे मैं इसी तरीके से एक प्रॉम्प्ट दे रहा हूं, एक और प्रॉम्प्ट. आई एम अ बीटेक स्टूडेंट इन थर्ड ईयर, वांट टू गो इनटू डेटा साइंस, विच लैंग्वेज शुड आई लर्न फर्स्ट? अब यहां पे अगर आप ये चीजें गूगल में दोगे ना, ये रिसर्च करेगा, लिंक्स निकालेगा, आपको मल्टीपल रिसोर्सेज देगा, और आपको एक जवाब नहीं मिलेगा. लेकिन व्हेन यू लुक एट दिस चैट जीपीटी, आपको प्रॉपरली ये बता रहा है कि लर्न एसक्यूएल, लर्न पाइथन, सो ऑन एंड सो फोर्थ. बट सर, ये सब चीजें तो मुझे भी पता है, ये सारी चीजें हम करते हैं, लेकिन सर कुछ नया बताओ. चलो नया समझते हैं. पहले हम चैट जीपीटी का यूजर इंटरफेस देखते हैं. देखो, अगर आप लेफ्ट साइड से देखोगे ना, यहां पे एक साइड बार ओपन होता है. ठीक है ना? जब हम साइड बार पे क्लिक करेंगे, न्यू चैट पे आप क्लिक करो तो न्यू चैट खुलेगा. सर्च अगर कोई चैट करना है तो वो भी कर सकते हो. एंड इफ यू क्लिक ऑन दिस पर्टिकुलर प्रोफाइल, यहां पे आप सेटिंग्स में जाओ। सबसे पहले हम सेटिंग समझने की कोशिश करेंगे। ओके, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल इफ यू गो टू दिस सेटिंग यू विल सी जनरल। Now, in general, you can select your theme, whatever you want. If you want dark, you can do that. If you want light, you can select it that as well, depending on you. Accent, color, language, spoken language, voice. Everything, whatever you want to do, it's completely up to you. आप उस तरीके से यहाँ पे सेटिंग्स को इंप्लीमेंट कर सकते हो। लेकिन मेरा जो इंटरेस्ट है ना वो है पर्सनलाइजेशन में। डू यू गाइज नो व्हाट पर्सनलाइजेशन इज फॉर? गिव मी a yes or no in the chat quickly. Do you know what personalization is for actually? No, you don't? Let me tell you. And this is actually what the class is for. Trust me. Most of the students, what they do is they use ChatGPT just to give a prompt, receive an answer. Give a prompt, generate text. That's it. They do not know the real features of what ChatGPT can do for you. Let's talk about personalization. Personalization, let me give a very simple example. You are on LinkedIn. सब LinkedIn चलाते हैं ना? सारे LinkedIn चलाते हैं ना? आप वहां पे एक पोस्ट देखते हो, आपको कैसे पता है ये पोस्ट जनरेटिव ए चैट जीपीटी से बना है? आपको कोई ना कोई चीज तो आप देखते हो ना उस पोस्ट में, जहां पे लिखा होगा कुछ 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 इंट्यूशन आप उससे निकालते हो, जिससे आपको पता चलता है कि ये चैट जीपीटी से बनता है। अगर आप मुझे बोलोगे, पहली चीज इमोजीज। इमोजी से मुझे पता चलता है कि चैट जीपीटी की इमोजीज है। दूसरा वो डैशेस आते हैं, याद है? वो डैशेस आते हैं बीच बीच में, पैराग्राफ अगर बड़ा होगा तो डैशेस आते हैं, राइट? अब अगर मुझे अपने चैट जीपीटी को समझाना है, इसको बताना है, इसको कस्टमाइज करना है, इस एआई असिस्टेंट को कस्टमाइज करना है कि जब भी आप कंटेंट जनरेट करोगे कुछ इस तरीके से करना, ये नहीं करना, तो मैं इसको इंस्ट्रक्शंस दूंगा। दैट्स व्हाट पर्सनलाइजेशन इज। सो पर्सनलाइजेशन चैट जीपीटी का एक की फीचर है जो यूजर्स को अपने एआई असिस्टेंट को कस्टमाइज करने का ऑप्शन देता है। इसका पर्पस है कि चैट जीपीटी आपके वर्क फ्लो, स्टाइल और प्रेफरेंस को समझ सकता और उसी हिसाब से रेलिवेंट और इफिशिएंट रेस्पॉन्सेज जनरेट करेगा आपके लिए। प्लीज टॉक इन इंग्लिश, लेट मी ट्राई टू मेक यू अंडरस्टैंड द सेम थिंग इन इंग्लिश एज वेल। Have you guys observed at places in social media like LinkedIn, Facebook? You see a paragraph and you immediately figure out that this paragraph is from ChatGPT. Maybe you notice some emojis there. Maybe you look at the paragraph, you see some dashes over there, right? Now, what you want is you want that whenever you generate the content, those dashes should not be in the the paragraph that it generates. Those emojis should not be there. No short forms. So what you want is you want to customize your chat GPT to give you responses in a very specific manner. In that particular case, we use personalization. So aapko, you have to go to settings and over here you can see personalization. Now you can see few of the options. Number one is custom instructions. So custom instructions is that input field where you specify that how you want your chat gpt to respond, कि आप यहां पे इसको बताते हो कि चैट जीपीटी कैसे रेस्पॉन्ड करेगा, आपकी एक्सपेक्टेशंस क्या होनी चाहिए, किस स्टाइल में ये आपको आउटपुट देगा, सो ऑन एंड सो फोर्थ. For example, I have a very simple example to give you the clear idea about what it is. For example, I will simply give it a custom instructions like this. Now look at this. Look at this. Write all marketing content in a persuasive and friendly tone. Keep sentences clear and concise. Include examples whenever possible. Do not use dashes. Do not use emojis. Do not use any abbreviation or short form. Can you guys quickly tell me in the chat what will this custom instruction do now? What will this custom instruction do? Quickly tell me in the chat. Quickly, quickly. मैं यहां पे अपने इसी अकाउंट में जब पर्सनलाइजेशन खोलता हूं, इसको मैं यहां पे इंस्ट्रक्शन देता हूं। इसमें इंस्ट्रक्शन दी मैंने कि जो भी मेरा कंटेंट मार्केटिंग के रिलेटेड होगा वो एक फ्रेंडली टोन में आप मुझे दोगे। मेक श्योर कि जो भी सेंटेंसेस आप यूज करोगे वो क्लियर होंगे, और उसमें आप करना एग्जांपल्स इंक्लूड वेन एवर पॉसिबल. डू नॉट यूज डैशेस, डू नॉट यूज इमोजीज, डू नॉट यूज एनी एब्रीवेशन और शॉर्ट फॉर्म्स. Right? This is what we want. This is custom instructions. Then nickname. Nickname is simply, you write hello. It says hello Adfar. it says hello Raj, right? So if you want it to call you something else, someone else in that particular case, you can do that. I will simply say Adfar Coder, something like this. So this is a nickname. Occupation, I am teaching ChatGPT right now. Although I'm going to remove this later on, but you understand what I'm trying to say, right? And then more about you. If you want to give this particular personalization more context, you can do that. For example, like this: focuses on eco-friendly products, prefers creative ideas for social media posts, so on and so forth. Now this is what I am trying to do with the personalization, and trust me, 80 to 90% of students do not know this. और फिर बाद में वो क्या करते हैं, जनरेट कंटेंट किया, उसके बाद एडिट करते हैं, फिर वो एक एक करके वो डैशेस को रिमूव करते हैं, इमोजीज को रिमूव करते हैं. But this is what this session is about, right? I hope this makes sense. Now there's a memory option. If you look at this memory option, you click on manage. Now over here you can clearly see these are all the old chats that I have. If I want to delete them, I can delete them. So I will simply click on delete all, clear memory. तो इससे होगा क्या कि मेरा जो पुराना चैट होगा वो मैं डिलीट कर सकता हूं, तो यहां पे वो भी होगा, right? And now let me click on save. Perfectly fine. So now I have given my chat GPT something there. What happened? Am I audible? Someone else joined. I'm not sure what happened. So give me a second, guys. Am I clear? Am I audible, guys? Am I audible? Is my screen visible? Quickly give me confirmation because I think I'm not visible here. Am I audible? Perfect, perfect. Moving on, moving on, moving on. If I'm audible, moving on. Now, similarly, you can see one another option known as data controls. Now, in data controls, what you can do is you can archive all chats, you can delete all chats. As I did delete all chats. You can see मेरे सारे chats delete हो गए. बहुत ही अच्छा. तो ये थे कुछ settings. Am I clear? Shall I move on? Shall I move on? Quickly tell me in the chat. Perfect, right? Personalization सबको clear हो गया होगा. जरा मुझे बताओ, since I have already set the personalization, I have told it what tone I want, I have told it everything. If I give this prompt, what will it do? It will simply generate the content according to the instructions that I have given. Do you see anywhere emojis? Do you see anywhere short forms? डू यू सी एनीवेयर कहीं पे कॉमास या कुछ, कहीं पे भी नहीं. तो ये होता है पर्सनलाइजेशन और ये आपको यूज करना चाहिए. काफी बच्चों को ऑलरेडी ये पता होगा. मूविंग ऑन, ये हो गया एक फीचर चैट जीपीटी का. अब चलते हैं दूसरे फीचर पे. दूसरा जो एक्सप्लोर हमें करना चाहिए ना, वो है टूल टिप्स. फॉर एग्जाम्पल लाइक दिस, if you click on plus, if you click on pulse, you can clearly see I have deep research, I have create image, I have think longer, I have study and learn, and there are more, and those are web search and canvas. Let's try to understand these one by one. I will to go there, Ashish and everyone, the use cases I will go there. But first, let's understand these features. Let's select the first one, that is canvas. Can anyone tell me what canvas does? What canvas does? Quickly. Anyone has any idea? Let me do one thing. Let me do one thing. Let me give it a prompt. Let me give it a prompt. I will simply go here and I will simply try to execute like this. Create a canvas outlining a content strategy for an edtech background, include target audience, content types, and distribution plan. Let me first of all remove this canvas, okay? And instead of saying create a canvas, I will simply say generate like this. Because when we say create a canvas, we are already giving it in the prompt. But let me do it like this and let me click enter. So if I click enter, you can clearly see it gives me content something like this. Whatever it gives, right? Target audience, content types, it gives me the content according to the instructions. But most of you said, sir, ये image create करेगा, ये animation create करेगा. No, that's not what Canvas does. Guys, that's not what Canvas does. Let me tell you what Canvas does. I will simply go here and now I will select this Canvas feature. I'm simply going to give the same prompt, generate, and let me click enter. And when I say generate, now this is what Canvas means. This is what Canvas means. अब ये response किसी और तरीके से जनरेट करके देगा, कैनवास में करके देगा, जिसमें आपके पास एडिट, कॉपी, डाउनलोड के ऑप्शंस होंगे. This is what Canvas means. Canvas is not about images. Canvas is not about animations. This is what Canvas is actually about. Now, what you can do is you can simply click on edit. नहीं आया समझ, मैं आपको बताता हूं. मैं आपको बताता हूं कैनवास का मतलब क्या है, फिर से आराम से, ठीक है ना, धीरे धीरे। देखो, जब हम चैट जीपीटी के पास जाते हैं ना, लेट मी ओपन चैट जीपीटी इन अनदर टैब, ठीक है। मैं यहां पे एक सिंपल प्रॉम्प्ट देता हूं, एंड लेट मी सिंपली से जनरेट जनरेट आउटलाइनिंग ए कंटेंट, जनरेट कंटेंट स्ट्रैटेजी, generate content strategy for an attack background brand, I mean, include target audience, content types and distribution plan। जरा मुझे सारे यहां पे बताओ, जब मैं इस पे करता हूं ना क्लिक, ये मुझे सिंपली यही देगा जो मैंने इसको पूछा, राइट, क्योंकि ये एक इनपुट लेगा, उसी के हिसाब से मुझे कंटेंट आउटपुट करके देगा। लेकिन यहां पे रेस्पॉन्स को ऑब्जर्व करो, रेस्पॉन्स सीधे दे रहा है ये कुछ एक डॉक्यूमेंट की शेप में मुझे रेस्पॉन्स नहीं दे रहा है। यहां पे मेरे पास इस रेस्पॉन्स को एडिट करने का कोई फीचर नहीं है। डू यू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू से? इफ यू लुक एट दिस, आई डोंट हैव एनी फीचर, आई डोंट हैव एनी ऑप्शन जिसमें मैं इसको एडिट करूंगा। बट ऑन द सेम टाइम व्हेन वी गो हेयर, अगर आप यहां पे देखोगे ना, मेरे पास इसको एडिट करने के ऑप्शन हैं। इफ आई गो, आई कैन सिंपली से ओके, लुक्स गुड, व्हाटएवर, राइट। तो मैं इसको एडिट कर सकता हूं। तो ये है कनवास। इसके अलावा एक और ऑप्शन यहां पे कनवास में आपको दिखेगा। इफ आई डबल क्लिक ऑन दिस ना, मैं यहां पे इसको बोलूंगा एड मोर, इधर ही मेरे पास इनलाइन चैट आएगा। कैनवास के अंदर अगर मुझे एक पर्टिकुलर सेंटेंस में कुछ जनरेट कराना होगा, मैं उस सेंटेंस को सिलेक्ट करूंगा, उसको बताऊंगा एड मोर या वट एवर माई इंस्ट्रक्शन इज। सो इफ आई गिव इट दी कमांड, यू कैन क्लियरली सी यहां पे इसमें और ऐड किया। नाउ दिस इज व्हाट कैनवास मीन्स। Sorry, sir, voice is not clear. Please confirm this one last time. I'm so sorry. Could you please make? We will. Voice is clear. Chalo, stop. Don't type anyone else. Voice is clear. Okay. I hope this makes sense, right? Now, please implement dark mode for you. I am going to implement dark mode, general, and then I will implement dark mode. ठीक है ना? चलो समझ आ गया? Now, this is what we mean by canvas. Are we clear with canvas, guys? Give me a quick confirmation. Give me a quick confirmation. Done? मेरा चैट जीपीटी अपग्रेडेड है, यस, आई हैव 399 प्लान, बट दीज फीचर्स आर अवेलेबल इन फ्री वर्जन। ट्रस्ट मी, आई विल गिव यू ऑल द कंटेंट जो फ्री में आपको मिलेगा, डोंट वरी अबाउट इट। 399 में क्या फायदा है वो भी हम देंगे, ठीक है ना। तो दिस इज कनवास। अब इसमें एक और मजे वाली बात है कनवास में, और बताइए, चलो मैं एक और चीज बताता हूं, ठीक है ना। इस कनवास में हमने समझा कि हम एडिट कर सकते हैं, है ना। इस कनवास में हमने समझा कि हम खुद से यहां पे अपना भी कंटेंट ऐड कर सकते हैं, वी अंडरस्टूड दैट। इसमें हमने समझा कि हम एक पर्टिकुलर सेंटेंस को सिलेक्ट करके इधर ही इन लाइन स्टाइल चेंज कर सकते हैं, चैट जीपीटी को पूछ सकते हैं इसमें और ऐड करो, वी अंडरस्टूड दैट एज वेल। बट डू यू नो देयर आर हिस्ट्री, यहां पे इस डॉक्यूमेंट में आप हिस्ट्री को भी प्रॉपरली ट्रैक कर सकते हो कि इस कनवास में क्या क्या चेंजेस आई थी, आपने कहां कहां पे ऐड किया। इसमें आपको वर्जन्स भी दिखेंगे, ओल्ड ओल्ड वर्जन्स। यहां पे जब आप हिस्ट्री पे क्लिक करोगे ना, यू कैन सी, यू कैन गो देयर, प्रीवियस वर्जन पे जाओ, आप उसमें जा सकते हो। क्या आप ये नॉर्मल रेस्पॉन्स में कर पाओगे? विल यू बी एबल टू डू दिस इन a नॉर्मल रेस्पॉन्स? द आंसर इज नो, एब्सोल्युटली नॉट, राइट, एब्सोल्युटली नॉट। यू कैन नॉट डू दिस। सो दिस इज द फीचर ऑफ चैट जीपीटी जो हम यूज नहीं करते हैं। मैं आपको बताऊं, मेरा एक स्टूडेंट था ना, रिसेंटली मेरी उससे बात हो रही थी, वो चैट जीपीटी को यूज करते हैं, हम हर दिन चैट जीपीटी को यूज करते हैं, मैसेज रिफ्रेश करने के लिए, ग्रामर करेक्शन करने के लिए, ईमेल के लिए, हम हर दिन चैट जीपीटी को यूज करते हैं। उस लड़के ने मुझसे पूछा, सर, कभी कभी मैं जब इनपुट देता हूं ना कि जनरेट कंटेंट ऑन माई डीबीएमएस टॉपिक, वो मुझे सीधे देता है, कभी कभी वो एक डॉक्यूमेंट फीचर में देता है, डॉक्यूमेंट में देता है जहां पे मैं एडिट कर सकता हूं। उसको आइडिया ही नहीं था कि ये अलग फीचर है, चैट जीपीटी का ये अलग फीचर है। कनवास के थ्रू आप क्या क्या चीजें कर सकते हो और कनवास के बगैर ये चीजें हैं। फिर मैंने उसको समझाया और उसको बड़ा मजा आया। नाउ ही नोज कि जब मुझे इस डॉक में चाहिए मैं किस तरीके से बना सकता हूं। एम आई क्लियर? आई होप दैट मेक सेंस। डन, परफेक्ट। लेट्स मूव फॉरवर्ड। यहां पे एक एक बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट चीज हमें समझनी है। कैन यू स्पीक? ऑफ कोर्स, but let's close this canvas because canvas is done. Give me a quick confirmation in the chat whether canvas is done or not. Quickly. Is it done? Done? Perfect. Moving on. Now we have few more tool tips. We have web search. Can anyone tell me what web search does? Simply, earlier, when we used to do chat GPT, अब 1 साल पहले, 2 साल पहले, हम अपना प्रॉम्प्ट देते थे और वहां से वो ओल्ड डेटा देता था, कभी कभी रिसोर्सेज नहीं देता था, लिंक्स नहीं देता था। लेकिन आज के टाइम पे ना हम चैट जीपीटी को इतना यूज करते हैं हर दिन। वी वांट कि अगर ये कोई भी मुझे जनरेट करके देता है, इसके लिए मुझे रिसोर्स बताओ कि इसका रिसोर्स क्या है, लिंक मुझे दे दो ताकि मैं उसको वहां से पढ़ूंगा। सो दिस इज व्हाट वेब सर्च इज। सो वेब सर्च ऑप्शन से आप चैट जीपीटी इंटरनेट से रियल टाइम लेटेस्ट इंफॉर्मेशन फेच कर सकते हो। So, for example, if I simply go here and let me try to copy this and let me go new chat and let me paste this. Search the latest AI tools launched in 225 and summarize their key features and use cases. And now what I will do is I will simply let me not use web search. Let me use it in a normal way, right? And this is what we usually do. We always, every single time, 90 to 95% of time, we do not use any tooltip. We directly give prompt and click enter. अब जैसे ही मैंने इंटर किया, ये सिंपली यहां पे मुझे अपने डेटा के हिसाब से प्रॉपरली फेच करेगा और मुझे रिजल्ट्स देगा, राइट। नाउ आई विल सर्च द डिटेल्स ऑन एआई टूल्स। इट लुक्स लाइक सम मॉडल्स लाइक दिस। ये अपने हिसाब से सर्च कर रहा है और आपको फेच करके देगा। देखो अभी इंटरनेट पे ये खुद जा रहा है। बिकॉज वाई इट्स गोइंग ऑन इट्स ओन टू द इंटरनेट, बिकॉज मैंने इसको बताया सर्च द लेटेस्ट एआई टूल्स। लेकिन यहां पे अगर आप देखोगे रेस्पॉन्स में, ये रहा इंटरनेट का, ये रहा इंटरनेट का टूल, ये रहा इंटरनेट, राइट। ये रहा now this is internet, right? I hope this makes sense, right? Now if I go here, if I simply click on tooltip and let me click on web search and I will paste this and let me click internet, let me click enter, and now it will search the web first. That's what it will start with, search the web. And now it has done proper research from Wikipedia, from this particular resource, from this resource, from this resource. Now we can clearly see the comparison of these things, right? And you can see every single tool, it will also tell you that what sources it has actually browsed on the internet. Now this I think everyone knows this. तो मैं इस पे ज्यादा I won't waste my time that much on this web search. Everyone knows this. Now let's go to one another tooltip called as deep research. Can anyone tell me when do we use deep research? And do you think students use deep research in their day-to-day life, in their day-to-day chat GPT usage? Of course, yes. Of course, yes. I think at least students should. If you are someone else, maybe a working professional who do not need to do deep research, students should, especially scholars, especially students who are working on any project where deep research is required. So deep research, what does deep research mean? If you select this tooltip now, which is deep research, it will do only one thing, which is it will make sure that the content it generates, it will do multiple step reasoning. Multiple step reasoning. It won't just give you a short summary, but it will give you the same topic in different aspects. It will make sure that it will give you the data opinions, it will give you the insights, and then combine all those and will give you a mini research. Structured and in-depth answers. Long form research, for that it is very much perfect. Like essays, project report, yeah, presentation, preparation, right? And now if I simply go here, let me do a very simple, what is this called? Prompt. And instead of saying do a deep research, do I need to write this, guys? Do I need to write this? Do a deep research on? Do I need? No. Why? Because I have already selected the deep research tooltip. If you have not selected it, then in that particular case, in every prompt, you have to write create a canvas, do the web search, right? Do the deep research, right? Something like that. But now if I click on this, since my deep research is already selected, now it's automatically going to do this. Now see, now it's trying to reason with you. It's trying to reason with you. Tell me, are you interested in global healthcare trends or focused on specific region or country? Should the research focus more on clinical applications? Now it's trying to communicate with you. So deep research is involved. So if you are a student, if you are in corporate teams, or if you are in startups, in that particular case, you can use this particular tooltip. I'm not showing you the use cases yet. I'm just trying to make your head wrap around these tooltip concepts. I hope this makes sense, right? Now we have create image. I think everyone knows it. Everyone knows it, right? Create image. Like I'm not going to show this, but everyone knows it. Think longer. Think longer. Think long. What does it mean? What does it mean? What does think longer mean? When you do not use this tooltip think longer or deep research, if you give a prompt na, you will see the response that chat gpt will generate, it will be of surface level, थोड़ा थोड़ा हल्का लगता है, थोड़ा छोटा या सरफेस लेवल का लगता है. But when we use think logger option na, it means we are instructing our this model to dig a little bit deep, to do a depth research. डेप्थ में सोच के आओ और तब बात करेंगे. दैट्स व्हाट थिंक लॉन्गर मीन्स. So complex, multi-layer topics, if you have such kind of things and you want a proper mature output in that particular case, you will use this particular tool tip. For example, I will simply give it a prompt like this. Explain why emotional intelligence is more important than IQ in leadership roles. Now, Christian says a very important thing, but it takes so much time. The first thing that you need to understand, everyone needs to understand here, is that if you want good output now, you have to spend good amount of time. If you want your research everything valid in that particular case, you have to spend some time. If you don't want to spend any time in that particular case, don't use any tooltip, right? Sir, can you tell us how to develop a chat gpt chatbot like chat gpt? Maybe we will have some other class for that, not here, not today, right? I hope this also makes sense. Are we clear with this tooltip? Yes or no? Are we clear? Perfect. Now there's one last tooltip, then we will move to the real usage of ChatGPT, which is add photos and files. But I think you already know this as well, right? So with add photos and files, what you can do is you can add photos, you can add files, and then give a prompt, and accordingly, it will structure the output for you, generate the content for you. So you know all these tooltips. Now with this introduction to all these tooltips, personalization, settings, memory, I think right now all of you would have complete knowledge of ChatGPT कि कौन कौन सा फीचर है. Am I clear with that? अब फीचर सारे समझ आ गए चैट जीपीटी के क्या क्या है? समझ आ गए? ठीक है. अब यहां पे बिफोर आई मूव फॉरवर्ड, there's one thing that I want to give you 10 minutes of time for this very important thing. So let me get this here. ठीक है ना? जल्दी से बात करते हैं इसके बारे में. चैट जीपीटी या एआई टूल्स, स्पेशली चैट जीपीटी, ऑनेस्टली मैं अगर अपना बताऊंगा ना, चैट जीपीटी मैं हर दिन यूज करता हूं. मैं स्पेशली क्योंकि मैं एक वर्किंग प्रोफेशनल हूं, तो मुझे कंटेंट जनरेशन का काम काफी ज्यादा करना होता है. मैसेजेस हो गए, ईमेल हो गए, सोशल मीडिया हो गया, या कोई भी हो, तो मैं चैट जीपीटी यूज करता हूं. लेकिन सिंपल एक 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 वर्ड में मुझे आंसर चाहिए. ओनली वन वर्ड आंसर आई नीड. व्हाट डू यू थिंक? I will zoom it. I'm deliberately not zooming it. Just hear my question. Why, what do you think? Why do we use Chat GPT or such tools? Why do we use it? To get a better output, right? To get a better output. Do we all agree? To generate a good content. Do we all agree? Of course, yes. But have you not heard, in generative AI, in generative AI, your output is only good as your input? Your output is only good as your input. मैं बताऊंगा, मैं जाऊंगा चैट जीपीटी पे, जनरेट अ फंक्शन. अरे बताओ तो सही, ये फंक्शन किसके लिए जनरेट करना है, किस प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज में, एजेंडा क्या है, इनपुट कितने लेने हैं, आउटपुट में क्या चाहिए. So this whole scenario, whole thing is called prompt crafting, prompt engineering. अब यहां पे हमारा एजेंडा ये नहीं है, बट मैं क्विकली आपको इस डॉक्यूमेंट में एट द एंड मुझे याद दिलाना. आई विल शेयर दिस एंटायर डॉक्यूमेंट जो मैंने खुद बनाया है प्रॉम्प्ट इंजीनियरिंग के रिलेटेड. यू विल फाइंड एटलीस्ट 30 to 40 प्रॉम्प्ट हियर टू हेल्प यू विद कोड जनरेशन. ठीक है ना? माय नेम इज अदफर रशीद. एंड बट याद दिलाना बाद में मुझे ये डॉक्यूमेंट शेयर करने का, मैं सबसे शेयर करूंगा, ठीक है ना? लेकिन मुझे यहां पे आपको अगर प्रॉम्प्ट दिखाना है ना, हाउ टू राइट अ गुड प्रॉम्प्ट, दिस इज व्हाट यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड. How to write a good prompt? You need to simply define four things. Now, different people say, some people say five things, some people say six, eight, nine, 10. इसी तरीके से, लेकिन मेरा अगर आप मानोगे ना, चार चीजें आपको देनी पड़ेंगी. ठीक है ना? नंबर वन इज रोल, नंबर टू इज टास्क, नंबर थ्री इज डिटेल्स, नंबर फोर इज फॉर्मेट. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, I want to tell my chat GPT to help me with my code. Okay, generate a function to sort an array. Now, when I use sort an array method, in that particular case, I'm not giving the context which method you need to use. Maybe it will use some sorting algorithm on its own. Maybe it will use JavaScript sorting method on its own. But now I am telling it, I'm giving it the role. I'm telling the AI model what you should act as. Act as a JavaScript expert. Number one thing. Second thing is task. Explain what you need. So, role plus task. So, act as a JavaScript expert and write a function to sort an array of numbers in ascending order. Now, you guys tell me quickly in the chat. This role and task, if I don't mention details and format, what would happen? If I only mention in my prompt, act as a JavaScript expert and write a function, am I instructing it which method to use for sorting? No, right? I'm not instructing it that. So now when I say details, in details, I am adding it. The function should not use the built-in sort method. So apna jo sort method hai, do not use that. Use proper algorithm over there. Any sort method, quick sort, heap sort, or any other, but do not use any, the original sort method of JavaScript. And then in format, this is needed. If you want, you can use it. So this is how we write a good prompt. Now a lot of people saying I use dark mode, I'm going to shift this document here, right? Am I clear? Am I clear? Quickly done. Prompt crafting is understood to some extent. Maybe we will have some other different masterclass for prompt engineering, but remember, role, task plus details plus format. So these four things done. Let's move forward. Now we have understood how to write a good prompt. And there are a lot of things. There are prompt techniques. There are prompt techniques. Do not think that I will simply mention role, task, details, and format, and I am done. I know how to write a prompt. No, there are prompt techniques. Zero shot prompting, one shot prompting, few shot prompting, prompt chaining, contextual augmentation. पता नहीं कितनी techniques हैं prompt techniques. And if you want this resource, make sure you stay in the class. And at the end, remind me. I will share this resource with all of you. This website, it's not a website. ये मेरा अपना chart है. I have built it myself. All this I have built myself, and I will share it with all of you. But at the end, I hope this makes sense. Shall I move forward now? Shall I move forward quickly? Let's move forward. Let's move forward. But let's take a breather now. Let's take a breather. Are we enjoying this class, guys? Are we enjoying this class? I want everyone to type. Come on, guys. I want everyone to type. Everyone type. Quickly, quickly, quickly. Perfect, perfect. I can see a lot of yeses. Very good, very good. Sir, your internet connection is not good. It is stable. It's from your side. Maybe there are some issues. बहुत अच्छा. चलो आगे चलते हैं. Stop, stop, now stop, 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 stop. Stop, stop. बस, 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 बस. Now, moving forward, let's understand two more very important features of ChatGPT, which you guys do not use. Have you ever wondered what this project is about? Have you ever wondered what this project is about? Have you never used projects for making projects? Of course, like projects is for making projects, right? Used it, but most of the students I see, no, not use, not use. Why? Sir, I do not know how to use it. हम है ना इधर. Let's use it. So let me click on projects and let's try to understand what projects mean. If you are using ChatGPT, you know, like whenever you create a new chat, what it does is it simply keeps creating all those chats here, right? All those chats here. We all know that. Every single chat comes here, right? And it creates a memory and so on and so forth, right? But when we create a chat, let's suppose I have given 100 instructions, 200 instructions in a single chat. What are we trying to build? What are we trying to create? There are two things that we are trying to observe and contain in that chat. Number one is context. Can anyone tell me what context is? What context is? What do we mean by context? No idea? Let me tell you what context is. Topic from no. Let me tell you what context is. What, for example, with a very simple example. I will, I want to create a playlist. Okay, a playlist. Now, this playlist is, let's suppose, related to database management system. Okay, database management system. Now, in this playlist, there are 50 videos. Video 1, video 2, video 3, video 4, video 5, and video 50. And I have to create PPTs. Now, in order to create PPTs, what do we use? What do we use? ChatGPT, right? We use ChatGPT always. Like for me, content generation, I always use ChatGPT. Like the original OG model, I always use ChatGPT. So let's suppose I have to use ChatGPT. And in this chat, I will tell it DBMS playlist, right? And I want to create the content for topic one. Done. Whatever my topic one is. Now I click enter, it gave me the content and I completed PPT 1. Then I will complete PPT 2. Then I will complete PPT 3. But we need to understand this whole chat window is related to database management system only. Yes or no? It is related to database management system only, right? Which means for this chat, for this particular input and output that's happening in this specific chat, the whole memory is around what? Database management system. Don't you think in this chat it should know that we are only creating content related to database management system? For example, I am working on it, I have created PPTs 3 and 4, and suddenly I decided to give a prompt. No, make this topic good, make this topic more precise, or add more content to it. But content to what? Content to database management system. Yes or no? Content to database management system, which means yahan pe, in this particular case, this whole chat should know what this is about. It should suddenly not forget everything. That's what context means. कि ये किस related काम हो रहा है, around which I am working, and what I have done until now. So this is a context window that's being created. I hope this makes sense, right? Now, in a similar way, when we try to create projects, प्रोजेक्ट का सिंपल इंटेंशन होता है when you create any project, we will create project, I will show you the demo properly as well. We have only one agenda. We want to maintain the context, instructions, and multiple chats at one place, so that we will create our workflow. For example, in this particular talk in English, I will stick to English because there are a lot of students who do not understand Hindi, unfortunately. To make you understand what this project is, let's try to create a simple project, okay? And you will understand what it is. Let's suppose I want to create a project with the name of Job Application Hub. तो मैं क्लिक करता हूं क्रिएट प्रोजेक्ट पे. जैसे मैंने क्रिएट प्रोजेक्ट किया, पता नहीं क्या करेगा, लेट्स वेट. तो हो गया. अब यहां पे देखो, इसी चैट जीपीटी में यहां पे प्रोजेक्ट्स के अंदर क्या खुला, एक प्रोजेक्ट बन गया. उस प्रोजेक्ट का नाम क्या है? व्हाट इज द नेम ऑफ प्रोजेक्ट? एड एप्लीकेशन हब, जॉब एप्लीकेशन हब. Now, in this, what do we want to do? What do we want to do? Now, this is, I have created a single workspace where the context is isolated. यहां पे context isolated रहता है. मतलब इस प्रोजेक्ट का चैट्स, फाइल्स, इंस्ट्रक्शंस का जो मेमोरी है, वो मिक्स डेफिनेटली नहीं होगा दूसरे किसी के साथ. वो एक ही जगह पे है, आइसोलेटेड है, इसी प्रोजेक्ट के रिलेटेड. दैट्स व्हाट चैट जीपीटी प्रोजेक्ट्स मीन. एम आई क्लियर? If not, I will repeat because this session is for you guys. I know what it is. So if you do not understand this, quickly tell me. Quickly. Am I clear? Repeat. Let me repeat. Let me repeat in a different way. In a different way. You guys are in your college, right? There are 5 groups, right? 5 groups. And 5 groups have created 5 projects. Let's suppose one group has created event management system. Another group has created college management system. Now, this college management system will have its own data, will have its own chats, will have its own files. Would you want, as a student, that the files of college management system should mix with another group? Would you want that? No. You would want that this particular group, this particular project should have its own context, should have its own files, should have its own instruction, but in isolation. तो ये होता है प्रोजेक्ट. समझ आ गया? Am I clear? Am I clear? Best example, like this is the best example I could give. right? Perfect. Now over here, I have created a project with the name of Job Application Hub. And if you look at this window now, what does it say here? It says new chat in Job Application Hub. यहां पे एक नया चैट करो ऐड किस प्रोजेक्ट में इस तो आइसोलेशन में रह गया ना बाद में आपको 10 साल बाद याद आ गया यू रिमेंबर आफ्टर 10 years I created a project in chat gpt why will I find it you won't be able to find it if it is not in the projects it will be somewhere lost in the chats but now since you have isolated it you have created in projects menu it will be always there now you understand what it actually is right let me repeat it in english now perfect so let's suppose after let's suppose you are working on a project event management system you have completed this project all files are there all instructions are there everything is there now after 5 years will you be able to find that in chat gpt here in the chats windows very difficult almost near to impossible but now you will simply since you have created it as a project in project it's isolated and you know I have created a project अभी इसी related है now it's only related to this is what project window means for example I will simply go here and I will simply give it this project is what is this project act as my ATS savvy career coach for this project tone is concise Indian context bullet first priority is this if data is missing ask two short clarifying questions avoid buzzwords and similar so on and so forth and this is what we have right simple instructions nothing else so this is the project that I have created, right? Have I created this project? Of course, this is a project. Perfect. Let me click enter. But by the way, हाँ परफेक्ट प्रोजेक्ट है वेरी गुड आई वांटेड टू टेस्ट इट वेरी गुड प्रोजेक्ट है परफेक्ट ना अब चलते हैं अब इसको थोड़ा सा सैंपल समझते हैं थोड़ा सा इनपुट्स देते हैं अराउंड विच वी विल बिल्ड दिस प्रोजेक्ट सो इफ यू लुक एट दिस यू कैन क्लियरली सी आई हैव अ प्रोजेक्ट हियर दिस इज माय प्रोजेक्ट you can add your files here and it keeps track of all those chats see it keeps track of all those chats in this project you can remove it you can archive it you can delete it of course up to you आपकी अपनी मर्जी है ना मैं यहां पे एक काम करता हूं I will simply go and I will simply give it a job description or any other prompt, whatever, right? Because it's not about what we are doing right now. It's about understanding the features, right? And I will simply go here. Let me click enter like this. Let me paste this. And then I will simply go using this chat JD. I'm trying to build something. That's it, right? So using this, go here and let me click enter. Let me paste this. So using the JD and my resume bullets above. So this is the job description. This is the some information here, and then using this build this and so on and so forth. Like some task we are doing, right? And if I click enter, it will understand this prompt. It will give you some tailored resume bullet points. So these are the bullet points that it has generated for all of you. And these are the next 5 skills that you need to learn and so on and so forth. The point that I am trying to tell you over here is that in this job application hub, if you see, there are two chats now created. One was for this, another one was for this. So all these are related now. तो बाद में अगर आपको देखना होगा कि इस प्रोजेक्ट में आपने क्या काम किया वो भी है अगर आपको ऐड फाइल्स करनी है वो भी कर सकते हो बिंदास तरीके से लेकिन आपका प्रोजेक्ट बन गया एम आई क्लियर गिव मी क्विक आंसर इन द चैट एम आई क्लियर डन इसी तरीके से अगर मैं यहां पे फिर से करूंगा ये लेट मी क्लिक एंटर एज सुन एज आई क्लिक एंटर सम प्रॉम्प्ट आई गेव अब इसके रिलेटेड ये जो भी आउटपुट मुझे देगा लेकिन अगर आप देखोगे जॉब एप्लीकेशन हब में यू कैन क्लियरली सी एज सुन एज आई डू दिस इस प्रोजेक्ट में 3 चैट्स इसने स्टोर कर दिए तो ये इसकी कंटेक्स्ट विंडो बन जाती है तो ये इसका इस प्रोजेक्ट का सिस्टम बन जाता है आई होप दैट मेक सेंस एम आई क्लियर शैल आई मूव फॉरवर्ड शैल आई मूव फॉरवर्ड सर आपके जितने भी क्वेश्चंस हैं ना इनको हम बाद में समझेंगे आपके जितने भी क्वेश्चंस हैं एट द एंड आई विल आंसर ऑल ऑफ दोज राइट अब चलते हैं एक और फीचर की तरफ लास्ट फीचर है ये उसके बाद हम यूज केसेस देखेंगे ना दिस इज द लास्ट फीचर ऑफ चैट जीपीटी इट्स लाइक अ कंटेनर वेरी गुड सागर वेरी गुड इट्स लाइक अ कंटेनर एंड इन दिस कंटेनर ऑल रिलेटेड थिंग्स दैट you want to put you will put it and it will keep track of all of that right how many of you have heard custom gpts how many of you have heard custom gpts in chat gpt quickly this is yes this is very underrated feature I agree raj You did not understand project folder. Let me try to make you understand one last time, okay, to all of those. All of you do coding, right? All of you do coding, right? In coding, what do? You simply try to create a folder, and in that folder, you create all of the files, right? Now, later on, whenever you have to access any file, you go to that particular folder and access the file. It remembers everything about the project. That's exactly what this is. So, this is a project. This is all of your chats related to this project. This is simple. I hope that makes sense. अब चलते हैं आगे. How to write a good prompt? Someone asked me, and I think all of the students, whoever has joined this particular session, trust me, I will tell you one thing: Chat GPT is gold mine. Honestly, the only thing that you need to do is how to use it. And how do we use it? If you know how to write a good prompt. But I will give you one another suggestion here before I talk about custom GPTs. One another suggestion to all of the students. Let's suppose you are not a good prompt typist. You don't know how to write a good prompt. And I think most of us do not know that, right? Most of us do not know how to write a good prompt. Even if you ask me, I do not always keep the formula in my mind to write a good prompt. If you want to write a good prompt, ask ChatGPT. Give ChatGPT. हिंदी में बात करते हो ना, सिंपली लिखो, मुझे ये करना है, इसके रिलेटेड एक prompt दो. And trust me, ChatGPT will help you. So ChatGPT use ChatGPT for prompt creation as well. I use for me when I use AI tools, na AI tools I use Cursor. Okay, I use GitHub Copilot. Honestly, I use those tools for in my VS Code. But you need to understand one thing now. Over there also, you need to provide prompts. You need to provide inputs. And trust me, I always use ChatGPT for prompt generation. I always use ChatGPT for prompt generation. There's one another feature that ChatGPT has, which you can use in VS Code. That's Codex, but unfortunately, that's in plus, models. आप Codex को use कर सकते हो, but we will talk about that. I don't use Windsurf. I'm not sure why. But let's go. Let's move forward, right? So use ChatGPT for prompts. Now I was talking about GPTs, right? What do we mean by GPT? If I click on this, you can see this option. Open your chat GPT and tell me whether you can see this option or not. Most probably, I don't think so. For free accounts, you don't see GPT option here. Do you see GPT is there? Quickly go and tell me. If you don't see, what you need to do is you need to simply go to chatgpt.com/GPTs. Simple as that. Chatgpt.com/GPTs. And I will simply click enter. And as soon as I click enter, you can see some user interface there. There's some user interface, right? Now, what do we mean by GPTs? When we talk about custom GPTs now, these are simply tailored versions of ChatGPT for specific tasks. Tailored version. For example, I will simply tell you, let's suppose you need to learn German language or Spanish language or Python. Let's suppose you need to learn Python, right? Now, when you are trying to learn Python, let's suppose you will use ChatGPT because ChatGPT is one of the best tools for learning something, right? You will go every day, you will create a new chat. Every day, you will create a new chat and learn Python again and again, again and again. But my goal is specific. My goal is, I know what my goal is. My goal is, I want to learn Python. It's decided, right? So I have already done the tailoring. My end goal, I know. It is learning Python, learning Spanish, learning Kashmiri, learning any other language, right? But now every single day when I create new chats, new chats, I'm going to lose the interest. I'm not going to learn Spanish there. इसीलिए मेरे पास कस्टम चैट जीपीटीज हैं. कस्टम चैट जीपीटीज क्या होते हैं? स्पेसिफिकली कोई भी चैट आप ले लो, कोई भी चैट, और उस चैट में क्या क्या होते हैं? इंस्ट्रक्शंस, knowledge, capabilities, actions that it has taken. Now, all of them, when you combine it and you create some specific version of it, it's called a custom chat GPT. Simple as that. So, tailored version of chat GPT. मैं आपको समझाता हूं कैसे. Let's suppose I want to learn Python. Same thing. I will search app GPT. There are a lot of GPTs already created by a lot of people, right? By ChatGPT itself, right? So I want to simply say learn Python. Now it's doing some search over there. It will take some GPT का full form बताओ कोई? Generative, quickly, pre-trained, transform, right? So now when I say learn Python, as soon as I search it, you can see there are a lot of GPTs. Now I will simply click on any one because I want to just see what GPT is. Now when I click on this, it will give you a modal there, and you can clearly see it says start chat. Now start chat. चलो करते हैं start chat. देखते हैं ये क्या है. I will simply go here and I will select this. Now if you look at this particular user interface, na, it is not the home page of ChatGPT. It's not the home page of ChatGPT. It is the user interface of this particular GPT called as Learn Python. और इसमें जो चैट विंडो है, इसका जो पूरा कंटेक्स्ट है, the instruction, the context, that will be around this particular tailored version of this particular problem, which is Learn Python. समझ आ गया? समझ आ गया? Yes or no? Yes or no? Let me repeat. Let me repeat this particular thing. I am not teaching you GPT. I am teaching you custom GPT. I will repeat it. Again with the same problem. I want to learn Python. Do you think you will be able to learn Python in a single day, guys? आपको लगता है आप एक ही दिन में पाइथन सीखोगे? नहीं सीखोगे ना? नहीं सीखो. जो भी यस बोल रहा है ना, या तो आप चमत्कारी हो या तो of course not. It will take at least 2 to 3 months if you want to learn basic Python, right? Now let's suppose you are using ChatGPT for it, because ChatGPT is one of the wonderful teachers available on the internet. We all agree. Now I'm trying to learn Python. Now every day, I am trying to tell my ChatGPT, hey, I'm here to learn Python. Every day, maybe I'm creating a new chat, now new instruction, now new context, and so on and so forth. हर दिन मैं इसको नई इंस्ट्रक्शन देता हूं. हर दिन मैं इसको बताता हूं कि मुझे पाइथन सीखना है. Every single day, I am giving it instructions that I want to learn Python. Every day, I'm creating the content, I want to learn Python. पर इससे बेटर है ना कि मैं एक सॉफ्टवेयर बनाऊं जिसका स्पेशली काम ये होगा कि ये मुझे पाइथन पढ़ाएगा. यही होगा ना? यही होगा ना? This is what I will do. I will simply build a software, an interface chatbot that will have only one single agenda to teach me Python. Now, this chatbot that I am talking about is of ChatGPT. Now, this ChatGPT is chatbot, separate chatbot. I have specifically trained it, given it the context, given it the instructions to teach me Python. This is custom GPT. मैंने बनाया है. इसको टेलर मैंने किया है. This is the tailored version of ChatGPT. Only one thing, that it will teach me Python. इसको कहते हैं custom GPT. I don't think I can give a better example now. Am I clear? Am I clear? Now here is one thing. Shaurya said premium. Premium का issue आ रहा है sir. You can explore GPTs for free. You cannot create GPT on your own. I mean in free account. But you can explore custom GPTs. You can use custom GPTs to some extent, but you cannot create something on your own. If you want, I can give you the best suggestion. ChatGPT, especially for Indian students, have created a plan uh, of 399 rupees. I have that plan for running for me. And tell me, far way better. आप में से नेटफ्लिक्स कितने चलाते हैं? अमेजन प्राइम कितने कितने के पास अकाउंट है? पता नहीं कितनों के पास, राइट? चैट जीपीटी का सिंपली ये वाला सब्सक्रिप्शन लो 399 का, आपको ये सारी चीजें मिलेंगी, राइट? I hope that makes sense. Moving on. Now over here, if you see, I'm simply going to click on this. Now it will simply teach me Python basics, because this whole GPT is around this particular thing. What is this called? Python only, and you will see it will only teach you Python, right? Right? I can simply go tell it more. Now more, इसके पास already context है. It already has context, and that is Python. I don't have to tell it more about Python. I don't have to tell it, teach me more concepts about Python. It already has the context, which is more about what? More about this GPT, whatever it is trained on, and that is Python. Am I clear? Now, sir, is there any aspirant preparing for government exam also use custom GPT for question packs? You need to check. You need to check whether there is any GPT around that or not. If there is, use it. If not, then you can use Chat GPT properly, right? You can use Chat GPT properly. Exploring GPTs is completely free. Using GPTs is completely free. You can see this create option. If you are using free account, you cannot have this create option. Do you want me to create any custom GPT for all of you? If you are serious about 399, If you are, then I will show you one of the GPTs how to create it. Give me a quick yes or no. Give me a quick yes or no. Shh. Quickly, 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 quickly. Yes, 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 yes. I can see a lot of yeses. But for that, how to create our own GPT, we will take break of 3 minutes, not more than that. And exactly at 5 we are going to start. So give me 3 minutes break and then we will start. Am I okay? Am I clear? Does everything make sense? Let's take a break of 3 minutes. Do not leave the class. Stay here. And I will also share you all the resources that I'm going to use. I have used later on at the end. So see you exactly at 5 6 now, okay? Hello, guys. Hi, everyone. Welcome back. Hello, guys. Hi, everyone. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. I hope I'm audible as well as visible. No voice, sir. Hello, sir. No voice. अच्छा ठीक है ना अभी? Am I audible? Yes, I am audible. Perfect. Let's start. Let's start. Let's start. So, how is life going? How is life, guys? How many of you want to become software developers? Not that good. Why? What are your future goals, guys? Come on. Tell me in the chat. In the chat. ML, C, cybersecurity. Sir, have you full stack? No, I'm still working on full stack roadmap. Once it's completed, I will also create a video around the same, and I will also share with all of you. Don't worry about it. Data analyst, data perfect. And बढ़िया है, बढ़िया. After going to Jammu, I'm from Kashmir, by the way. Full stack developer, data analyst, gate, perfect. UI designer, UI developer, perfect, 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 perfect. Okay. Moving on, moving on, moving on, moving on. First of all of you have your goals decided. So I wish you best of luck. and work hard as much as you can. There's only one thing that you can do, that is select a specific goal, reach that goal, divide that goal into mini goals, complete all those goals one by one, follow a structured roadmap, select a mentor, and then try to achieve it. Give your best with consistency, okay? And I wish you best of luck. Moving on. Now, some of you were commenting on the chat, sir, in order to explore GPTs, we have to use 399. I don't think so. You don't have to pay 399. You can explore GPTs for free. For free. Only if you want to create a GPT, in that particular case, if I click on this create, now this interface you won't get unless you have the 399 subscription, right? You can upgrade your profile. Now, how do we create a GPT, right? How do we create our own custom GPT? So if you go to GPTs, you can explore all of the GPTs, however you want, whatever you want related to writing, productivity, research and analysis, education, life, style, and whatever, right? But if you want your own, what is this called, custom GPT, in that particular case, you need to click on create. Now, when you create it, the first thing that you need to do is you need to configure. You need to tell what this GPT is actually about. Do we all agree? Am I clear? Does it make sense? You have to tell it. You have to tell it that this is what I want to create. These are the instructions. This is the description. This is the name of it. This is the privacy that I'm trying to set, right? And so on and so forth. For example, I want to create a GPT with the name of PW Skills Interview Coach. So I want to create a GPT that's going to help me with my interviews. Maybe ask me questions, train me, right, for interviews. अब इसकी डिस्क्रिप्शन में यहां पे इसको देता हूं. डिस्क्रिप्शन सिंपल है. वो क्या है? If you look at this description, make an interview coach for PW skill learners that conducts mock interview, scores answers with a rubric, and gives them concise feedback and a 7-day improvement plan. Now, this is the description, right? If you want, you can, what is called, reduce the description, completely up to you, but ये है description. अब instructions में आप इसको बताओ क्या instructions है. Description तो हो गई. तो अब इंस्ट्रक्शंस देते हैं. एक है रोल, दूसरा है गोल. रोल इज इंटरव्यू कोच फॉर PWC लर्नर्स, इंडिया फर्स्ट कंटेक्स्ट. Goal is run mock interview and return 6 to 8 questions. Second, rubric scores, bullet feedback with examples, 7-day improvement plan, and so on and so forth. Now, if you talk about the interview modes, you can do that as well. You can tell it like, this is what I want in the instructions. So let me try to paste it here. So if I click enter, let me paste it. Interview modes is general HR, junior data analyst, front end intern, Java backend fresher. Rubric is this something, and examples is this. So what I'm trying to build is I am trying to build a tailored version of ChatGPT for all the students who are from PW skills. So that this GPT, this tailored version of ChatGPT will help them with their interview processes. We'll ask them role, then goal, and then these are the interview profiles, right? And we'll give rubric and so on and so forth. So this is the name, this is the description, and these are the instructions. How you use, sir, multiple copies and paste. 20 रुपया दोगे तो राज की बात बताऊंगा. Right? I hope this makes sense, right? So similarly, you can have conversation starters if you want, completely up to you, right? However you want, although let me have some, but let me have some. So I will simply go conversation starters is this. Starters mean that when you go to this GPT, you can start your conversation with these. वहां से ये ऑप्शन देगा आपको कि ये आप कर सकते हो स्टार्ट में. तो ये रहा एक कन्वर्सेशन स्टार्टर. दूसरा मेरे पास में कुछ इस तरीके से. आप अगर यहां पे एक चीज नोटिस करोगे ना, इफ यू नोटिस, you can see over here in the preview, I am adding instructions. On the same time, you can clearly see this name, this instructions is properly being displayed in the preview as well. And in the conversation starters, I have added one. You can see that's here. And now if I go here and if I simply paste it, you can see एक और यहाँ पे आ गया. तो ये होता है प्रीव्यू इसका, कस्टम जीपीटी का. मैं रिपीट करूंगा. आई विल रिपीट, डोंट वरी अबाउट इट. आई विल रिपीट. Let me repeat it. We are trying to build our custom GPT. What do we mean by custom GPT? A tailored version of GPT that will specifically help you with something specific. It will have its own context, its own instructions, so on and so forth. Like you want to specifically learn a Python language, you can do that. Now I want to build a chat GPT software, let's suppose. A chat GPT model, you can say. That will simply help me with the interviews. So whenever I go to this GPT, it will have only one thing, one job to do: help me with the mock interviews, right? Now, if you want to do that, you need to simply click on create. Once you create, this is where you will go. Done. Now, if you simply go to configure, you will simply have to give it a name. Now, this is the name of the GPT. Later on, people will use this name to search the GPT on this. And this is the description. Description is very simple. Conducts structured mock interview by role, scores answers via rubric, and returns prioritized coaching with what? With something. With 7-day plan. Then instructions is something like this. Instruction simply कि ये जो GPT है, what it is actually around, so on and so forth. And then these are conversation starters. Like this you can see, run a mock for junior data. ये मैंने conversation starter यहाँ पे add किया. So whatever conversation starter I will add here, those are getting displayed in this particular thing. Done. उसके बाद you can add capabilities. Like in this GPT, do you want to keep the option of web search? Maybe, maybe not. Do you want to keep the option of canvas? Maybe, maybe not. Do you want to keep the option of image generation? Maybe, maybe not. Completely up to you. If you want to do that, right? In this case, I don't need it because I don't want it to, use the internet, but it's done. Perfectly, बहुत अच्छे, right? And now, in this case, if you want to add an action, you can. I don't need any action in this case. None of my GPT I'm creating, I don't have any action. So this is what I will do. Perfectly fine. I hope this makes sense. And now I'll simply click on create. Now, when I try to create, who can use this GPT? Only me, anyone with the link GPT store, whatever you want. Anyone with the link, and let me simply save it. I will tell you now what's output different from normal GPT. In normal GPT, over there, you have to build the context. You have to, every single time when you click chat, you have to tell it, this is what I want. So you have to build it. Now, over it's already built. Now you have to use it. It will now take the mock interviews. I hope that makes sense. Right? So if I view this GPT over here, let's try to view it, although I have clicked on it. Perfect. Now we can see this is my GPT. And now if I simply click on run a mock interview for data, junior data analyst 6 questions, and this is what it is. So I will ask you 6 questions one by one. Now tell me about data project you have worked on. What was the goal? What tools did you use? And what was the outcome? Right? And so on and so on. Now, these are the 6 questions. If I did not have this GPT, I would have to properly explain it. Hey, work as a mock interviewer and give me 6 questions around data analyst role and make sure you will then receive the answers. Give me rubric in this case, so on and so forth. राइट तो ये है अगर आप चाहते हो ना अपने कस्टम जीपीटीज बनाना आपके प्रॉब्लम के रिलेटेड इफ यू वांट टू बिल्ड योर ओन जीपीटीज अराउंड maybe your own problems according to your requirements in that case 399 is the plan that you can explore and trust me 399 like my Netflix Amazon and all of those Hotstar all of those it comes around 2000 already for a month. Now, if you want to achieve something, you have to sacrifice, right? You don't have to watch Netflix. Come on, why would you watch Netflix? It's right now your time to do the hard work and get a proper job. You need any help, you can always reach out to us. You can always reach out to PW Skills. You can always reach out to me, right? Perfect. I hope GPT is also clear. Is GPT also clear, guys? Am I clear? Am I clear? Am I clear? Give me a quick yes or no. Everyone must give me yes or no. Everyone must give me yes or no. Every single student. And then I will move forward. Perfect. Perfect. I can see a lot of yeses and 2 no's. I know there are few no's as well. But let's move forward. Now, this is what you were supposed to know about ChatGPT. हर कोई फीचर हमने डिस्कस किया एवरी सिंगल फीचर नाउ देयर आर प्रो एज वेल बट आई डोंट थिंक एनी ऑफ द स्टूडेंट्स आर गोइंग टू गो देयर like 2000 plan or maybe if you want well and good your productivity will be increased by 20-30x but I think for all the student category wale students especially India में जितने भी features हैं I think I have already covered all of that. Am I clear? Done. अच्छा मुझे एक और बताओ now before I move forward and show you the use cases of ChatGPT now. Until now in this 1 hour and 16-minute classes, honestly, be honest. How many of you learned something new in ChatGPT? How many of you feel यार हम तो ChatGPT को हर दिन use करते थे, but there are still some things which we were not aware about. If there are, Even if there are 100 students only who have felt that, I think my master classes, has achieved its whatever the agenda was. I sir, perfect, perfect, perfect. Chalo आगे चलते हैं. Now, these were all the features of ChatGPT, right? I've showed you everything: tool tips, personalization, settings, projects, custom GPTs, almost everything, right? Now, sir, why will I use ChatGPT now? And when will I use ChatGPT? Now, let's try to understand those live use cases. लाइव यूज केसेस ऑफ चैट जीपीटी. सबसे पहला यूज केस, अगर आप इस कैटेगरी के स्टूडेंट हो, इफ यू आर प्लानिंग फॉर एग्जामिनेशन, इन दैट पर्टिकुलर केस यूज चैट जीपीटी. Chat GPT. Exam preparation. Now, if you are a student, of course, you have to give semester exams, you have to give majors, minors. Like when I was in my college, we did not had any AI tool, unfortunately, right? We did not had Chat GPT, right? So that was our struggle. And I think that is the struggle that we are going to tell our kids. You have all the tools, you have Chat GPT. Remember when we were the students, we did not had any chat gpt, we did not had any AI tool, right? Now how to use it for exam, that is very important. How to use it for exam, sir? You use it for exam by writing a prompt. For example, I will simply go click on add files, right? I will simply go to this PC and I will go to, not this PC, desktop, and I will upload an image. And if you look at this image now, this is my data structure and algorithm syllabus, right? So if we zoom it, this is the syllabus of some university. Unit 1, Unit 2, Unit 3, Unit 4. Now, this data structures, image, syllabus of my university, I have uploaded here, where I have uploaded to ChatGPT. Now, what will you do? Now, you have to understand the prompt. So, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. I am going to give a prompt like this. I am preparing for my data structure exam, which is in 7 days. Now, when I write a line like this, it means I'm setting the context. Please create a detailed 7-day revision plan that includes which topics to study each day, how much time to allocate for each topic, and what kind of revision method I should use. Now, if I simply click enter, based on the image that I have attached, it is going to understand this prompt since it's a proper prompt. And trust me, I have used ChatGPT to create this prompt. It's going to give me the solution of it. Introduction and arrays. This is the plan. Then this is the plan for searching and sorting, stack and queues, and linked list. Now, guys, you tell me if I want some detailed response to it, what will I do? I will use tooltip. I will do deep research or think longer. You are also preparing for C exam. Very good. If you are preparing for C exam, provide the what is this called the data structures. What is this called syllabus to it. But if you have already done this and you still are not clear, simply give it the PDF. Like maybe your notes, right? You will give it notes, a PDF file which contains already your notes. And when it contains notes, what you can do is you can simply give it the instruction, right? So this is what we mean by use for examination. I will provide files and photos. Photo use of files I have here. Now, some of you are writing, sir, how do I write such fast prompts? I'm not writing, I'm copy pasting. I already have all of these prompts. I have prompts like you will find on internet, on Google, prompts dictionaries, right? So you have to understand how to write a good prompt. And I will, do you think we should have one masterclass around prompt engineering where I will teach you how to write a good prompt? Do you think that? How many of you are going to join? I think let's do that. I will have a word with team and I will have one class related to prompt engineering so that you can use the same chat GPT like 10x better. Productivity and boosting should be properly increased. But make sure that in that case you all join. Maybe and every Saturday or Sunday I take masterclass. And my masterclasses are mostly around AI only, AI tools and especially chat GPT prompt engineering. So make sure that if we do something like that, you all join, okay? Now, how will we able to find, sir, whether you are taking a masterclass or not? You can go to PW Skills website or you can join College Wala YouTube channel. In College Wala YouTube channel, you can see posters Friday or Saturday. whatever masterclass I am taking, and you can join that. And I will definitely suggest you to join. And I will see if we can have a masterclass around prompt engineering. ठीक है ना? I will try my best to do that. Moving forward. Now, this is my PDF, and I will simply tell it. Now, this is data analyst learning path. Honestly, I don't know what this PDF is about, but if I would have known what this PDF is about, I would have written better prompt, but simply extract meaningful, meaningful insights from the PDF. Simple prompt, right? Certificate, I'm not sure. You will get it later on. So I have given a PDF. Now this is how it will help me with my exam preparation. Proper PDF, whatever I have given, I'm not sure what this PDF is about, honestly, but it has extracted all the meaningful information from this PDF, and it's trying to give you those insights in pointer wise. Summary इसने निकाली है. तो यहां पे देखो बढ़िया है. तो इस तरीके से यूज करो चैट जीपीटी को, है ना? आई हैव टू प्रिपेयर, आप प्रॉम्प्ट कुछ इस तरीके से लिख सकते हो. आई हैव टू प्रिपेयर फॉर थर्मोडायनेमिक्स फॉर माय अपकमिंग मैकेनिकल इंजीनियरिंग एग्जाम, जनरेट 15 मल्टीपल चॉइस क्वेश्चंस विद 4 ऑप्शंस ईच एंड सो एंड सो फोर्थ. सिंपली क्लिक एंटर. तो आपको जिस भी सब्जेक्ट के बारे में पढ़ना है उस सब्जेक्ट का नाम लिखो, टॉपिक का नाम लिखो. आपको एमसीक्यू क्वेश्चन चाहिए, यू वांट एमसीक्यू क्वेश्चंस, यू वांट इट टू एक्ट एज योर एग्जामिनर, इट विल डू दैट. यू वांट इट टू गिव यू 4 लार्ज क्वेश्चंस, 4 शॉर्ट क्वेश्चंस, 5 मार्क्स क्वेश्चंस, 10 एमसीक्यूज, इट कैन डू दैट, right? So you should definitely use it for exam preparation. Like I know recently I was doing my masters, and honestly for every single exam I use ChatGPT, and I provided my notes, I provided my what is called syllabus, and I asked it, hey, English style में मेरा एग्जाम लो, सॉरी इंडियन स्टाइल में मेरा एग्जाम लो, एंड इसने इंडियन स्टाइल में मेरा एग्जाम लिया. जीपीटी इज द बेस्ट. जीपीटी इज द बेस्ट. Okay, chat gpt is the best. I hope that makes sense. So this is exam help. In a similar way, the second use case of chat gpt that students should use, it is related to examination, but not just examination, but in a general perspective, and that is concept clarification. Concept clarification. You have a topic in your college that has been taught, and I know that most of the times वो टॉपिक हमें समझ नहीं आता है. If you want to clear that concept, you can do that. You can simply ask it to explain the concept of entropy in thermodynamics as if I am a complete beginner. And if you even open deep research or think logger, or the most important thing which I forgot, I'm so sorry, that is study and learn. इस स्पेसिफिकली एग्जाम प्रिपरेशन के लिए एक टूल टिप है, दैट इज स्टडी एंड लर्न. You can explore this. Now it will act as, especially it has now context, and context is study and learn. And now if I simply click enter, it will have better answers for you. Do not think, remember one thing, this is the biggest confusion that students do, which is you think without these tool tips, ChatGPT will give the same answer. No, these tool tips are made to give better answers. That's what ChatGPT has done for us. So use these tool tips. Okay, and now it has given all of the answer, whatever you want. So concept clarification, tell us about certificate. Allow me some time. We have 10 15 minutes. I will teach you, and then we will talk about certificates and all of those things. You will get certificates at the end, but allow me some time. ठीक है ना? बाद में हम सर्टिफिकेट्स के बारे में बात करेंगे. ठीक है? तो ये तो हो गया सेकंड यूज केस. मुझे बताओ अब आप में से एग्जाम प्रिपरेशन और कंसेप्ट क्लैरिफिकेशन के लिए चैट जीपीटी कौन कौन यूज करेगा? करो. लेकिन मैं एक और चीज बताऊंगा यहां पे, एक और चीज बताऊंगा. मेक श्योर that whenever you prepare yourself in examination from chat gpt, make sure that you take care of the content, look at the content properly. You do not blindly trust, right? Make sure that you go through and understand the things properly. And ChatGPT can help you in fact checking as well. So you can do that. You can open the internet, keep the internet research, and that's how you can properly help it with, right? So I hope that makes sense. So this is the second use case. What is the third use case of students? What is the third use case of students? Research paper outline builders. This is third use case. Research paper outline builders. All of the students who are especially in engineering background, they know that when we create our projects, our main target sometimes is to write a research paper as well. And writing research paper is very difficult. I know, I have a lot of friends who are doing PhDs in IITs and a lot of universities and good colleges. When they write the research paper, it gets rejected multiple times. Multiple times. All because they were not clear how to write a research paper. Now, if you want that, you can take help of ChatGPT around the same as well. For example, I will simply give it a prompt, something like this. I am writing a research paper. Now give me the content around that. And I can simply, for this, I can implement deep research. I can implement think longer, but mostly deep research because it's about research. So I am writing a research paper on the impact of climate change, right? And then I will simply give it something like this. Now, this is the topic name, but now I will simply tell it, please create a detailed outline that includes introduction, literature review, methodology, data analysis, results, and conclusion, and then mention 2 to 3 subtopics over here, and let me simply click enter. Now this is going to give me the complete outline for this. Now see, since I have implemented research, now it's doing reasoning with me. This is the tooltip. If there would have been no research in that particular case, it would have simply generated the content. Now, are you focusing specific region or state of India, or covering the entire country? Since I am asking about India, so I will simply say India. Right? This is my question answer to one. India. What's my second question? Second question is, are you examining specific crops like rice? Let's say rice and wheat. Rice and wheat. Done? What's my third question? Third question is, will your methodology be based on primary data like surveys and or secondary data? Let's say primary data, right? Primary data. Because it's not important for us. We are just checking the use case of it. So let me simply primary data. So now if I simply click enter over there, I have provided the input and now it will start research. It will start research. Sir, give notes or PDFs. I will share the notes, but let's see how we can share it. I don't have some specific notes for all of you, but let's see how we can move forward, right? But it will take some time and it will do the research. So the third use case that I'm talking about is, let me do one thing. Let me, for all of you, let me go to this TL Draw. Okay. Now someone was asking what is TL Draw. It's simply an online tool where I can write notes and give you all those things, right? So the first use case that we talked about was examination preparation. Done. The second use case that we talked about was concept clarification, right? So I will simply go here and I will simply go write concept clarification. The third use case that we are talking about was research paper outline. And in research paper outline builder, you can use 399 plan for deep research and all of those things, right? And fourth, now what is fourth? All the computer science students, all the students who are from computer science background or who want to go into software development, data science, or data analytics, programming, right? Programming. But do you know, I will be very honest with all of you, very honest, right? Do you know what, in terms of coding, in terms of software engineering, programming, do you know when I use ChatGPT? I use ChatGPT for code explanation and debugging. Code explanation and debugging. That's where I use ChatGPT. Very much. For generation, I might use ChatGPT, honestly or not, but for explanation and debugging, I will use ChatGPT. I hope that makes sense. Right? So for हमारा जो यूज केस है जिसमें आप चैट जीपीटी का काफी ज्यादा यूज कर सकते हो, दैट इज कोड एक्सप्लेनेशन. सर, डू यू यूज वाइब कोडिंग? यस, आई डू. I will tell you why I use vibe coding now. How many of you know what vibe coding is? How many of you know what vibe coding is? You don't know what vibe coding is? Let me tell you what vibe coding is. Vibe coding is a AI term, I can say, not AI term but software term, where we simply write our code, generate projects, create projects, products by specifically using AI tools and simply click next, next. We don't write any code. For example, you go to Cursor, Windsurf, and all those tools. You simply give instruction, it creates files on its own, it pastes code on its own and everything, right? So in that particular case, that's what vibe coding is. That you simply sit back, take your coffee, and click next, 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 next. This is called a vibe coding. ठीक है ना, वाइब कोडिंग इसे कहते हैं। अब कोई बता रहा है सर डीबगिंग के बारे में बताओ, डीबगिंग क्या होती है, व्हाट इज डीबगिंग? डीबगिंग सिंपली मींस that there are some errors in the code and you try to debug it. There are bugs and you try to remove those bugs from your code. In that particular case, that's debugging. Now, code explanation and debugging, in that particular case, I use ChatGPT. So I will simply go, it's trying to create this. In the meantime, let me try to use another. Explain the following Python code line by line and describe what each part does. Now, can anyone tell me by looking at this code what it does? What it does? डेवलपर का फ्यूचर में खतरा है? नहीं है, नहीं है, नहीं है, बिल्कुल भी नहीं है, ठीक है ना। पढ़ो, आज पढ़ो, सिर्फ पढ़ो। जितना पढ़ोगे ना उतनी आपका फ्यूचर सिक्योर होगा। इन कंफ्यूजन को दिमाग से निकालो। So if I click enter, it will simply explain the code. So this is what I was talking about, code explanation. So this is my code, and this is line one, explained properly. This is line two, explained properly. This is line three, explained properly. This is line four, explained properly. This is line five, explained properly. This is line six, explained properly. I mean, this is the output. When I was in my BTech na, in 2016, uh, 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 in the first semester, we all have one programming subject known as C, and I got backlog in C. I was not able to understand how to write code, how to write those star patterns. What do we mean by for in a for loop completely? But I think if this ChatGPT tool was available at that point of time, life would have been very easy for me, honestly. Like in our education system, unfortunately, the education system is created in a way where we are only taught to complete syllabus, not to learn the syllabus, not to learn the concepts. And I was also part of the same. So हम बस आगे बढ़ते थे, आगे बढ़ते थे. But there was no a proper tool that could have explained things properly. We used to use Stack Overflow, and Stack Overflow does not have all of the things. Even they have answers to some software development questions, but not code explanation. So we used to heavily rely on documentation, heavily rely on Google. But now since ChatGPT is there, you can see like the simple code, although it was very easy to understand on its own as well. But even if you do not understand it, it can help you properly as well. If you select study and learn, and if you tell it to teach it, act as a 5-year-old, for me, it will do that as well, and it will teach you everything, right? Sir, please tell, is the vibe coding? No, it's not. Coding is a way of creating projects, way of writing code, way of writing code. Vibe coding simply means you use a tool and you simply click on next, next, next. You don't write any code yourself. उसको हम वाइब कोडिंग कहते हैं, कि जहां पे मैं खुद से कोड जनरेट नहीं करता हूं, मैं नेक्स्ट 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 करता हूं। कोड एआई खुद जनरेट करेगा, खुद फाइल्स क्रिएट करेगा, खुद एरर्स निकालेगा, सारा कुछ खुद करेगा, मैं बस वाइब करूंगा। उसी को वाइब कोडिंग कहते हैं, कॉपी पेस्ट कोडिंग। नॉट कॉपी पेस्ट, बट उसमें भी खुद से ही क्रिएट होगा, है ना। तो ये तो हो गया कोड एक्सप्लेनेशन एंड कोड डीबगिंग, राइट। सो दिस इज द फोर्थ टूल, फोर्थ यूज केस of our AI. What do you think is the fifth use case? What do you think is the fifth use case? Quickly. Fifth use case, data analysis, data analytics. Data analytics is very important. You need to understand this, right? So, data analytics for survey results. This is number five. Best. For example, you have a PDF over here, right? You have a PDF. In this PDF, let me go here. Let me try to create a new chat. Let me say I have a PDF. Now, let's hope I have a PDF. Do I have a PDF? This one. So I have some PDF. It's an Excel sheet, and there's some data, right? So in this case, I simply want it to extract meaningful data, extract meaningful insights, not extract meaningful lessons, unfortunately. But I think it has already gone through the PDF over here, but you can clearly see it's trying to analyze. I will simply say analyze this, right? And let me simply click paste. Done. So now this is what we mean by data analysis, that I have data in my files और मैं चैट जीपीटी को यूज करूंगा ताकि उससे मीनिंगफुल इंसाइट्स निकालूं, विजुअलाइजेशन करूं। इट कैन क्रिएट ग्राफ्स फॉर यू, राइट। इट कैन क्रिएट ग्राफ्स फॉर यू इन फ्यूचर, इन डेट, ऑफ कोर्स बहुत ही ज्यादा फ्यूचर है, तगड़ा वाला फ्यूचर है। And it has created data summary. You can see data sets. There are total 77 serials. Average rating is this. Average calories per se is this, and so on and so forth. Now, if I, for example, let me try to create a new chat. In this case, I will simply add the same file again, serial.csv, and I will simply paste this. I have uploaded a CSV file that contains survey data, or let's say serial data, right? Serial data about serials, right? About, or let me simply remove this data. Please analyze the file. Give me three insights about overall satisfaction trends and any visible differences between them. Since it's not about students, so that's why I'm going to tweak it a little bit, a prompt. Any future in MCA, I myself have done MCA. Okay. Done. So now, since I have given it a data, all I need to do is I need to figure out what prompt I have to give for it to give me meaningful insights. And for data analysts, for data scientists, this thing plays a very crucial role. तो अगर आप आज के टाइम पे डेटा एनालिस्ट हो ना, या आने वाले टाइम में इन फ्यूचर इफ यू वांट टू बिकम अ डेटा एनालिस्ट, इन दैट पर्टिकुलर केस यू कैन यूज चैट जीपीटी, right? I hope that makes sense. So you can see now it has given you some meaningful insights properly, so on and so forth. Is the recording provided? It's live right now on YouTube. You can watch it later on properly as well. So this is my fifth use case. Tell me what is sixth? What is sixth? What is sixth use case? This one. Project planning. And I think we already talked about this, so I'm not going to waste my time too much on this, but projects is something that's very important. Very important. Right? So data analysis, project planning. आपको कोई भी project बनाना है, semester project, research project, or any website project, code project, you can use ChatGPT for that, right? I hope that makes sense. And now seventh, someone was asking presentation. So presentation is there. So if you want to build a presentation in that particular case, it can help you create slides. It can help you create slide content, the structure of each slide, so on and so forth. For example, I will simply give it a prompt like this. Okay. I will simply give it create a 5 slide presentation on the topic the future of electric vehicles. Each slide should have title, 3 bullet points, and 1 line of explanation. Also, write short speaker notes that I can use while presenting. One thing, all the questions that you have, I will answer them in next 5 to 10 minutes. Allow me some time. Meanwhile, we will complete the agenda and then we will talk about the questions. Okay. Done. So this is the slide. Slide 1, slide 2, speaker note, slide 2, slide 3, slide 4. But if you use now these deep research, think longer, or any other web search, it will properly give you more content over there. So this is my, what is this called? The seventh use case. What is the eighth use case that I can use it for? Poster creation. Poster creation, one of the best things that you can do in college. You can earn money using poster creation as well, right? So I can simply tell it, design a poster concept for a college culture fest with the theme unity and diversity. Describe what the image should contain, the color, theme, the placement, and all this. So if I click enter, you can clearly see something like this. So it has created this. Now what do I need to do is, I need to simply select create image, right? So let me simply go paste this. So I can use Canva for poster. You can, of course. So if you see, it will now create the image. Perfectly fine, right? This is eighth use case. What is the ninth use case, guys? Someone already said it. That is resume. Resume and cover letter refinement. Everyone needs resume. Everyone. Right now, job market is very much difficult, very much packed, volatile. And a particular profile can get selected only if you have a very good resume. ATS score, right? That's something that is the measuring thing that we use in resumes. And for that, you should definitely use ChatGPT, right? For example, I will simply provide it in the my resume, and then I will ask it to rewrite my resume summary for this role, for that role, and it will make the updates. So this is 7. And tenth, which I especially use myself, and that is learning languages, especially programming languages. Not just programming language, some national language as well. I mean, speaking language, French, Germany, English, Hindi, Urdu. You want to learn any language, you can use ChatGPT. So this is the 10th use case that you can actually use, right? And the most important thing, which I think most of you already use right now, and that is Essay writing. How many of you use every single day ChatGPT for applications, essays, and emails? Everyone. Like I at least do. I at least do. I know my email is correct. I know the grammar is correct, and yet I will use ChatGPT because ChatGPT इतना हमारी जिंदगी में गुस्सा है. इसकी यूसेज भी काफी ज्यादा है. I will use ChatGPT always, no matter what, even if I have written the sentence correct, right? So for this email generation, scholarship, and all of those things, what I can do is I can simply use ChatGPT. So this is the post it created. Now see, unity in diversity, where every culture shines, right? And this is the name of the event, April 7 to 9, college auditorium, and so on and so forth. जरा इस पोस्टर को बनाओ, right? So this is what ChatGPT is actually for. Right now, if I simply go paste this here for email writing, write a 5 word scholarship essay on the topic. You apply to foreign universities, you apply to financial aid at anywhere, you have to write your reasons, you have to write your ascensions, right? And now if I simply click on this, you can see it will generate the 500 word, whatever the topic I gave, how technology can improve education in rural areas. And you can see, simple, it created it properly. It will give you 500 words, all of those things. I hope that makes complete sense. Now, the 12th one and the last one, which I will mention here, and you should definitely test it out, and that is startup and business ideas. Do we all agree? How many of you in college are right now working on any idea, startup idea? I know when I was in college, I became co founder of at least 4 ideas. I never executed them because we did not had enough tools at that point of time, or I was lazy. I'm not sure, but I know every single student over here, you guys are cooking something right now, right? In your college life, you are right now trying to become co-founder of someone. So if you want that, and if you want ideas, if you want help, how you can make that a successful plan, how you can turn that startup into a successful startup, in that particular case, you can use chat gpt. Now there are many more use case of chat gpt. Like this is simply the cherry on the cake. इसके नीचे बहुत बड़ा केक है जो आप हर दिन यूज करते हो. You already are using chat gpt, but I think today's class was very important for all of you because we understood all of the features what chat gpt can really do for you. And trust me, the things that I explained, the things that I told you, it's only 5 to 10%. Sir, please tell me copy and paste. I have other screen, buddy. I have other screen. I take my mouse there, select it, copy and paste it. There's no click, right? I hope that makes sense. Now, let me do one thing. I will now accept your questions. But first of all, give me feedback of today's session related to the. Let me try to, what is this called? Launch the feedback. Allow me a second. Polls. So give me the feedback of this session. I have launched already a poll. Uh, this poll is for Zoom students, not for YouTube videos, okay? How much time, someone is asking on YouTube, how much time can be taken for learning C++? You have to give at least 3 to 4 months to learn language, I mean syntax wise, then at least more 6 to 7 months to learn data structures and algorithms for that, okay? I can see people are submitting the polls. Very good. Thank you so much. Be give always honest. Okay. Do not ask same questions again and again. Don't do that. Okay. I will answer your questions. Allow me some time. Let's wait for polls and then I will absolutely help you all with your questions. Do not worry about it, guys. Come on. Perfect. Now I am sharing my. I will ask the team what is called to have one class on what is this called prompt engineering, maybe one prompt, but I will share it with all of you, the prompt engineering notebook. If you go through it, you can properly help it. Stop typing. I am sending something. ये फिर गायब हो जाए. Stop typing, please. Let me share it in the YouTube as well. Although in the YouTube, I don't think we can share a link. I think I can. Perfect. So this is the link. Okay. And I think you can access this link properly and you can find the prompt engineering there. So see, we here at PW Skills are to help you. Okay. We are here only to help you. And this whole session on ChatGPT was created by PwC Skills just to help you guys. And every Saturday, Sunday, you can see a lot of master classes going on different topics. I take classes on AI and full stack development. So you can join always my classes. If you need any help, always you can reach out to me on my LinkedIn as well, right? But the only thing that we want, PwC Skills team and everyone here, I especially want is you do your work, you do your hard work. And if you need any help, I'm there. I'm here. Link is not working. There I can see 45 students already on this link. Do not type. It's a Viv link. You won't be able to edit anything, guys. Someone is trying to edit. Someone is trying to do a lot of things. I don't know why. Not opening. I think right now there are a lot of people already on this. That's why it might not be working. Bookmark it, later on it will work. ठीक है ना? बाद में लिंक लिमिट हो सकता है रीच हो गया होगा। अगर नहीं तो इसमें मैं क्लास लूंगा। अगर तब भी नहीं चला तो मुझे लिंक्डइन पे मैसेज करो, मैं लिंक्डइन भी शेयर कर देता हूं, ताकि मैं आपको ये रिसोर्स कहीं पे पेस्ट करके डॉक वॉक में कॉपी करके पेस्ट करूं, ठीक है ना? अलाउ मी सम टाइम। I think I will end the poll now. Thank you so much, guys, for this feedback. And we don't have WhatsApp group. Okay. So this is me on LinkedIn. You can reach out if this link does not work later on, right? Guys, am I clear? The YouTube channel where all lectures provide. YouTube channel name is College Wala. So you can go on internet, College Wala, you can find there. And you can find this session as well. Let me try to search this sessions link and provide to all of you. This is the session link. Okay. So you can find this session on this link later on. Perfect. Okay. And again, this is the LinkedIn link. You can reach out. Now I will accept your questions. Do you have any questions related to ChatGPT, especially guys? Sir, no, stop. I'm going to answer. Naman, don't do this. Sir, for a fresher, will it be better to do back end or front end or full stack development, web development? Please tell me which opportunity is better. See, guys, everyone related to full stack development, I would suggest you to do complete full stack development. Although there are requirements for front end as well as back end, but right now companies are looking for full stack developers जिनको front end भी आता है, back end भी आता है, integration complete आती है. So learn full stack development and you can explore PwC skills full stack development with AI course for that as well, right? सर क्या हम कोई प्रोजेक्ट में कर रहे थे या चैट जीपीटी का आइडिया ले एड चैट जीपीटी यू आर ट्राइंग टू अंडरस्टैंड चैट जीपीटी फीचर्स एंड यूज केसेस आई थिंक वी हैव डन दैट प्रॉपरली sir, I am facing in a course. What should I do? I am facing. What does that mean? Sir, how to take part in freelancing in college? There are websites that can help you, but nowadays those websites do not provide that much work. So what you can do is you can identify problems near you in your hostel, in your college, or in your neighborhood, and provide services that you can provide. And that's how startups are also created. You find the problem and provide the solutions. How will we get certificate? I think allow me some time, allow me a minute, and let me try to confirm how do we get certificate. Okay, allow me 1 minute only. Allow me 1 minute. So guys, with respect to form, I'm going to share with respect to certificate, I'm going to share a form, गूगल फॉर्म वो आप सबमिट कर दो तो आपको मिल जाएगा, लेकिन पोर्टल वालों को, यूट्यूब वालों को अनफॉर्चुनेटली नहीं, जो गूगल में है, आई मीन जूम में उनको खाली, ठीक है ना? सर क्या आप सर आप यूट्यूब गेमिंग भी करते हो क्या? नहीं, अनफॉर्चुनेटली नॉट. आई डोंट थिंक ये चेयर खाली यूट्यूबर गेमर्स को ही होनी चाहिए. हम टीचर्स, हम प्रोफेसर्स को भी, मेंटर्स को भी होनी चाहिए ना. व्हाट इज द अनदर क्वेश्चन? इज देयर एनी अदर क्वेश्चन? सर जावा और स्प्रिंग बोर्ड के बाद क्या बैकएंड पे काम कर सकते हैं? ऑफ कोर्स, वो तो स्प्रिंग बोर्ड तो बैकएंड में यूज होता है. सर प्रॉम्प्ट इंजीनियरिंग इज गुड सर, आई एम इन डिप्लोमा कंप्यूटर इन वेरी गुड. ठीक है सर्टिफिकेट आई विल शेयर यू द गूगल फॉर्म लिंक, यू हैव टू सबमिट इट. सर लिंक्डइन प्रोफाइल, लेट मी शेयर इट अगेन. I hope you have enjoyed the masterclass, guys, and the agenda that we were supposed to complete, you have properly completed it, understood it. Why does my ChatGPT not get such good image? Also, it misspells words in the image. Give proper prompt. It's always about prompts. And if you want to actually generate really good images, in that particular case, you can use 399 version Palash. Okay, 390 is created for the students of India. What's the average package of data analyst in India versus in other countries? So first of all, related to this, Arno, I always tell my students, when you are a fresher and if you are from a tier 3 college, do not worry about package. Just to see कि किस तरीके से how I can enter in the job market. And once you are there, upskill yourself and then do some switches and growth will be there. But if you're from a good college, in that particular case, 6 to 10 LPA will be the average in India. But if you're not, then 3 to 6. ठीक है ना? Perfect. I think we are good, right? Uh, let's see. Done. I think most of the questions are answered. So I recently completed my BCA and my full stack development course. I'm currently looking for internship, but I have not received any response so far. Unfortunately, I'm not the correct person for that. You can reach out to the team for that. Okay. And better AI too. Record class. Record class will be on that YouTube link that I shared. Okay, I guess we are good, right? So allow me some time. Let me share the Google Form link. Okay. So I will stop sharing my screen and I will find that Google Form link and I will share it to you. So this is the form link, guys. And stop typing. If I stop typing, guys, stop typing, stop typing. Okay. So this is the Google Form link. Everyone submit this and related to certificate, you will get your certificate. Okay. So thank you so much, guys. I hope we have enjoyed today's session. I hope we have completed the agenda, what we were here for. And I hope that you got a clear new picture of what ChatGPT is by exploring all the features that we discussed, right? My name is Adfar Rasheed, and I will see you on maybe in next masterclass, whatever the topic is. But see you all there. Make sure you connect with me, share the certificates on the internet, tag me, and do your hard work with dedication, with consistency, and whatever help you need. We PW skills are always there for our students. Thank you so much. I wish you best of luck. Take care of yourself. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.